Hello, fellow travelers of the Kenshi apocalyptic landscape. I'm Mateo. We're back for episode 40. I may sound a little different. I've been sick. I know it's been a little over a week since I posted Kenshi. I haven't went that long without posting it since I started. One, I apologize. That was not my intentions. But I was out of town and then I came back and got sick. And I'm gonna keep it honest with you guys. Playing Borderlands 4 is kind of nice when you're sick because I didn't have to talk the whole time because I was playing with other people. It's the only series I have going right now that's the case. Regardless, if y'all haven't checked out the Borderlands 4 series, go ahead and give it a go. I think that game is actually really good. I'm a big Borderlands fan. I know I talked about that a little bit, but yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I feel like the Borderlands developers, Gearbox, I feel like they went back to their roots with this. I think they did a good job with the story. Borderlands always has good humor. The guns are fun and all that jazz. And yeah, it's been a good time. And outside of that, I'm happy to be back playing Kenshi. This has been on my to-do list for 3 or 4 days now, but I just didn't have a voice for a couple of days hardly. It was, mucus, trigger warning, I guess. I don't know, mucus in the back of my throat, hawking up loogies and stuff. But I think I'm past the worst of that now, so I'm ready to continue pushing the ball down the field and all that jazz. And I did go to a Titans game yesterday, a Tennessee Titans game. If anybody likes football, I thought that was pretty fun. Although the Titans did get killed. I want to take. Let's see. So in this episode, I know that I'm going to go back to this ruin right here. I was a little scared to go in the last state I was in. I'm going to take these three gentlemen, and I am going to go to turn their jobs off. And I'm going to go to a high village. Let's see. They all should be fast enough. Cat. He's definitely got stuff on him. Bunch of leather. What have you been doing here? Good job, brother. I know I just put this on him right before I got off, but I want to take not these. Yeah. I am going to take these three. So these three plus Wall, right? Wall's the one that lost his arm. We're going to take Wall to a Hiver village, and we are going to get him an arm. Wall, get down here. And then we got a little bit of, let's see, 18, 27, 22, 13. Why are you so heavy, brother? Hmm. 20 miles an hour should be good for him. I don't think he'll have to fight anything. And if he does, at least he's got a bow. But we're going to take all these people and we're going to head to a high village. Like I said, I don't think anything should be able to chase us down other than a beak thing. And then hopefully, guys, you need to be running the same speed, which is my fault for sure. But I'm going to need you in a tight formation on the way to this high village. And yeah, hopefully they don't get got by freaking beak things. And then we are going to take the rest of the party who's now fully healed. And we are going to head down to this ruin. It's probably not going to be a perfect journey there. I guess I should probably get them all at the gate first. Get them all in sequence. But yeah, I'm happy to be back. Like I've said in the past, this Kenshi series is my most popular series, so of course I want to keep making it. I've been having a lot of fun playing Kenshi. I will say, I need you guys to point me in the right direction, because I'm feeling like I'm getting to a point. I really don't want to build a base. I'm not going to lie. I want to buy a second home in Squin. Now, at some point, I may build a base, but I don't think that's going to be anytime soon, because once I expand by buying a new base in Squin, that'll give me a lot more real estate to work with. But yeah, I'm going to need you guys to point me in a direction. I'm scared to go to a lot of different territories. A lot of y'all veterans are, one, leaving comments, of course, teaching me. Like I said, some of y'all have taken me to Kenshi school, and I appreciate that. It's one of the fun parts about creating content, honestly, because you guys have been great as far as not spoiling anything, but giving me very helpful tips, because Kenshi doesn't really tell you anything, which is one thing I like about the game, right, as a fan of the Dark Souls series. I like to be able to learn as I go, and I like. What are these guys doing? Does he have somebody on his back? Hungry bandits. Slave mongers. Okay. Just gonna mind our business. But I love being able to learn new games and games with a steep learning curve like this. You're always learning. You know, is what it is too. And I was thinking about telling you guys this. I know this is a no save scumming playthrough. Um, I will say there's been about 2, maybe 3 times that I've reloaded. I don't know what's going on. It's just lagging. One of them was the crash that I had, which was annoying. But then the episode after I got beep, now that we've gotten further into the series, I feel comfortable sharing this. Some of y'all might not have liked it, but with beep, we got him. Next day, he got eaten by fogmen. Yeah, we're gonna kill you. Also had somebody tell me I was really patient with my archers, Dwayne, I believe, and I don't know, maybe that's the Total War in me. If any of y'all have ever played Total War Warhammer, I feel like archers, you got to set them up in the right spots, you know? Nobody even took damage. That's actually crazy. And then, did I load Beep up on food? He has some food. Great. Well, we're going to stop at a bar and buy some food then. Hate how that looks and how that looks. I don't know what to do with some of this stuff either. I mean, I know I can sell it, but I had the issue where people didn't have enough money. Which, what can you do, you know? I don't speak broke anymore. Although it wasn't that long ago that I was broke in Kenshi. Anyways, one thing I wanted to say. Ooh, let's get everybody. One thing I wanted to say, though, is that I do appreciate you guys enjoying. Oh, no, no. No, we made it. There's a gorilla, though. Cat, you're ranged, tell me. Why are you going in there with fists? I think all these people are ranged, are they not? He's got a sword. He doesn't have a weapon. Ew, maybe I should have looked at that beforehand. Look at this. And then wall just... I mean, not much is going to come from this. We'll get a little bit of loot. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the series. Like I said, that means a lot to me. It's cool that I have something that I can identify as my most popular series, right? And I want to figure out ways to make my other oh no. I want to figure out ways to make my other series more popular. I've got a lot going on right now. I bought a game called Mega Bonk, which is kind of like Risk of Rain mixed with Vampire Survivors. But I played it for about 30 minutes last night. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But that's a game that I'm gonna make a series on. I'm also off vacation for the foreseeable future. Not that it was all vacation, but one of it was vacation. My dad got married. My girlfriend had a family reunion, and yada yada yada. But now, at this point, I'm able to get ahead and stay ahead, which, as I've said in the past, is going to open the door for me to be able to make different kinds of content, dabble in short form content, which I've made a lot of short form content in the past, but I've kind of put it aside. Let's trade with Dr. Chung. I guess I should have maybe traded with Cat. And then we'll let Cat buy the arm. Go away, Hiveless. Can Dr. Chung talk to him? I think they just want maybe these people out of their sight. Is that the case? I mean, they can't be that mad at me, right? Madness, I agree. What a bunch of degenerates. Do they just forever hate me? I did this last time, didn't I? I came with a Hiver and then I brought somebody else. Last one, Hiveless, get out. Nah, this can't be right. This can't be right. I'm scared there's beak things lurking, man. There we go. Alright, first off, we'll sell this leather. I know I got plenty of leather back at the base, but a little extra cash never hurt nobody. And then we need to go to prosthetics one, which is over here. Yeah, if you guys are continuing to enjoy the series, please do me a favor and leave a like on the series. I know a lot of people watch the video and they may enjoy the video and forget to hit the like button. Maybe y'all are like me and y'all don't hit the like button very much. But one thing that I... Who's robotics? Who can I talk to? Okay, then let me talk to him for a second. I got a sneeze in my nose. Economy left arm. I mean, those are really my choices. Now, before I make the mistake, it is a left arm, so I need to buy the left arm. And then now we can trade with wall. Got a couple prosthetics now in the squad, which is cool. Went a while without getting them. Spiders just absolutely melted that guy's arm off instantly and knocked him out for like 2,000 seconds. Alright, now we can send this squad back to Squin. Hopefully in safety, just in time, as our people over here are getting attacked. Why is Spade by herself? Why is Spade by herself? Let's get everybody over here. Yeah, you know, help me out, leave a like. I'm trying to grow. I'm still at 148 subscribers. Honestly, I think this is the longest I've been without gaining a subscriber, which to me is part of the process. I'm not really upset about that by all means. I'm still very happy with the growth that I've seen just in general. Um, I am excited to be making more content, more types of content. Of course, that means more work. And at some point, I believe this will be day 70, maybe day 71 in a row that I've posted, which to me is much longer than any streak I've ever had. I do think these videos, they can be more difficult, but they can also be easier than posting short form content. And I know when you first hear that, it may sound weird, right? Because these are hour-long videos, right? But this is live commentary. I'm playing the game. I'm commenting on what's happening as it happens. Whereas short-form videos, a lot of times, I'm taking footage that already exists and trying to make a clip out of it. So I have to, I don't know, I have to get creative, you know? Not that there's not creativity and yapping as long as I do, without feeling like I'm rambling, and without you guys thinking I'm rambling, which is what's more important. But yeah, the short form videos, they editing wise, it I don't know. I've spent hours on 60-second videos before. Funny enough, I've spent hours on videos that end up getting copyrighted or whatever because in my ignorance, I would make it longer than a minute, and you can't have longer than 60 seconds of a song without it getting copyrighted. Blah blah blah, a bunch of stuff y'all don't care about. But I digress. Like I said, I want to start making some short form videos as well as those 5 to 15-minute videos that actually have potential to go viral. And you know, these playthrough series are not something that I ever expect to go viral because I get that it's a lot to chew off. and only the real ones are going to click on an hour-long video and watch it and hang out with me. I do plan on streaming this week. Today is September 22nd. If y'all are watching this today, this is the episode I'm planning on uploading. I still have an episode of Borderlands 4 in the backlog, but of course I wanted to take a break from that, so it'll probably be, I don't know, a few days before I even post Borderlands 4. But I'm continuing to get footage for that, which helps my backlog, which helps me get ahead, which then allows me to keep the streak going and allows me to actually focus on making other content that is more tailored towards me growing quicker, I should say. Um, but yeah, I feel like I'm doing things right. I keep wanting to improve. I keep wanting to, make better thumbnails. I look at my analytics a lot because numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. That's what they say. That is what they say. But I know I've been gone. I don't want it to come off like I'm complaining about being gone either, because I had a great time at doing all of the things that I did. They were all different experiences. I went to the beach with my girlfriend about a month ago. I'd never done that before with a significant other, so that was fun. Got some good quality time together, and then my dad getting married. Of course, I'm 28. For those that don't know, I turned 28 a little less than a month ago. Uh, but yeah, I mean, my dad's in his 60s. It's cool seeing him get married to somebody that I feel like he's going to be with for the long run. Um, I care about my dad a lot. Me and my dad have a great relationship, and I want him to be happy. So seeing him find his person, that makes me feel better. I didn't want him being lonely, especially in his old age. And yeah, I don't know. It was endearing. They had a sweet wedding. Um, I will tell you, I mentioned this in the Borderlands 4 series, but I have a 3-year-old nephew who the preacher when the ceremony was going on, he did a prayer, right, which isn't uncommon. But my nephew decided about 5 seconds into the prayer that he wanted to rip ass, and my family was all sitting close together, me and my brothers and their wife and girlfriend and my girlfriend, and oh man, my brother just he had his head bowed because we were praying or whatever, and he's just shaking his head. And is this one of those wacky bars? It is. We're gonna play cat crawlers. We're kind of rich. We'll see what happens. But yeah, he ripped ass, and we're all trying not to fight, or we're all trying to fight our laughter, hold it back, and be quiet because prayer's going on. The old man, freshening up the old man and pulling out the big boys, and we got a stone roller. Fishing with a stone roller or rolling back, Romer? Let's roll back. Okay, flashing the bug eyes. Cat's in the house, and we're rolling back with a stone roller. Rolling, rolling, and it's a dry out with a hungry gutter. Bad luck, traveler. Chance at a cat back and play again. Yeah, we'll play again. Okay, punching the bird and pulling out the big boys. We got a buxom red. We're fishing with the buxom red. Okay, pulling out and we're fishing with the buxom red, exposing the girls and weeping the garu. And it's a dry out with a wolf tail. Bad luck. Alright, one more. Okay, punching the bird and pinching the cat and we got an arrow in the neck. Fishing with the arrow in the neck or rolling back? Let's roll back. Shooting off the turret, cat's in the house, and we're rolling back with an arrow in the neck. Rolling, rolling, and it's a draw out with the plank. Okay, buddy, you're just taking my cats. We're leaving. Thought fishing with whatever the red thing that I was fishing with would be good, but whatever. Alright, we're making it close to these ruins though. Like I said, somebody give me a direction to go in after this. Once I get the ruins, of course I'm going to loot it and probably sell off what's in it. But I do not want to go too far. Maybe I go visit Clownsteady, go through the South Wetlands, see what's going on down there. I ventured in that area originally when I was looking for Beep, because I didn't know he was in Mongrel, and then decided to hit a U-turn because I was scared for my life. Oh, yeah. Let me do this, actually. So I still need Ruka to be leveling up her strength. Let's have her carry Stinks. We're going to have Blend carry Pia. We're going to have Rain carry Beep. We're going to have Kang carry Spade. We're going to have Hammett carry Silvershade. And I want Fade to be stronger, so let's have Fade carry Atto, especially because Atto's limping. Actually, I don't think she's limping anymore. But this will help level our strengths. Yeah, we'll move a little slower, but these people don't really need athletics. We got 25 speed, 25, 28, 25, and 28. So if anything, these are the people that need to be carried, and then 56 strength is pretty huge. Still roaming around with all this stuff. Because I think I need what, like 28 times 2 is 56. This is blunt, right? Or is this heavy weapon? Heavy weapon. Hacker. I could I could switch. Give Ruka the saber. What was Rand's saber stats? 36. I want Rand to have the saber. I don't know. That's just how it's been, so that's how it's gonna be. Time to restock on supplies. Well, let's do this. We've got some swamp ninjas that want. Alright. Y'all know me, patience with the archery. Although, I lost one of my archers. We'll have to get that back. Any reason you're standing there? Because you got block on. What about you? You got block on. Get in there. Disguises too. I understand that I've got some different disguises on. 40% disguise is a holy nation and they hate non-humans, but like, I don't really know what else to do. I feel like it just has to be that way to some extent, like until I can get better gear. Have everybody med up. Get to looting with beep. Solid. They got some decent katanas. Some of them do. They said, "Ooh, time to restock," and then they got smacked. What did I just see? Severed hive leg? I mean, that's not my people at least, right? Yeah, I don't see anybody hobbling. I meant to check their armor. See if Sue can get any upgrades. I don't know if they even can, standard. What's Sue wearing? Let's bring her over here. Alright, and then beep. Let's see. I guess we'll just do this. I do need to buy some food, though. No doubt about it. Let's go to Shark first. I'm feeling like I'm setting myself up to be hungry, and that's going to be annoying. Although, you know what? I got raw meat. Right? 2. I do not have a lot of raw meat. Whatever. We're winging it. Maybe we'll get some more. I don't want my people... I don't want my people starving and losing stats, but... I don't know. I don't feel like running the Shark. Sue me, guys. Take me to court and sue me. Please don't do that. I can't afford a lawyer. I would have some public defender that would lose me the case. I don't know why that made me think. I mean, I guess I know why, but that made me think of Better Call Saul. Has anybody watching this seen Better Call Saul? Such an underrated show simply because it starts a little slow, and it was following Breaking Bad, which is like one of, if not the greatest show of all time. Hopefully, y'all have seen Breaking Bad. But if you have seen Breaking Bad and haven't seen Better Call Saul, watch Better Call Saul. And, yo, y'all do not want the smoke. Get them and ransack them? Yeah, how about no? Beep. Spade. I'll just go like right here. Get them all in a little firing line down this alley. I'm gonna let Spade get in there. Don't run from it. You ain't got no arms. You. Nah, he's getting chased down. I don't even care about their gear. This is called the consequences of your actions, buddy. That white ponytail is not going to save you. Boom! Alright. Let's gather on back together. You gotta make people pay for testing you. That's all I know. When you can. When you can't, maybe you just let them run away. But at this point, nah. You know what I mean? No survivors. Although I guess they probably all survived. They're just unconscious. Here's the ruin, though. What do we got fighting over here? Oh, nice. Damaged book and a guardless katana. Is that it? That is super disappointing. I guess all ruins can't be good, though. We'll come over here and collect some teeth. Kill this guy right here, I guess. With his little arms. You! Oh, wrong button. Yo! Who do you think you are? Everybody up over here. Medic. And then Beep, my boy. Go collect some teeth for me, would you? And we'll check this swamp ninja. And just because I have hivers, I'm going to collect that rotted meat as well. was like, that looks like a lot of body to be one blood spider. And I was right. Wish I could rotate stuff. That's okay. You can't always get what you want. You know what I mean? Alright, we're gonna go teeth. I'm gonna throw this in there. Throw that in there. Throw these in there. Pull out some more arrows for beep, even though I don't think I need to. And then we're gonna take stinks and go in here. Just because I don't really think there's anything in here, unfortunately, other than this katana. But I believe she has a guardless katana, right? Yeah. It's not bad. It's going to be an improvement on somebody's weapon. Oh, okay, okay. Look at everybody in here. Steel bars, fabric, iron plates, gear, oh, skeleton repair kit. And then maybe we'll be lucky and there's something upstairs. No luck. Unless it's just not rendered, but I don't feel like this game works that way. Yep. Alright. We're going to have Stinks trade with the bull, and then we'll flip through and see that might be... So this one's Mark 1. So that's better. 21,000. And then we'll go through Pia. She can get this one. And everybody gets slight upgrades. These two are the same. This is a saber. What are your stats at the saber? I'll switch it. Whatever. Alright. That's not that big of a haul, so... Did I ever go to this swamp village? I feel like I had to have. Not much there. I'm risking it. And by risking it, I mean I am running towards the market. Let's see what they got over there. And I kind of want to be fast right now since I'm not 100% healthy, just in case I need to run. So I'm not going to have anybody carrying anybody for the time being. Although, why are you blinking? Alright, they're all back, so let's get you back on your job. We're going to take off engineer. Cat. I'll put your armor back on. I'm going to take this off. Your job is going to be to bodyguard him. Wall can shoot again, but I think I'm just going to keep him here since it's such a far journey. Let's take Cat. Wait. Whose house is this? Why am I in here? I guess I just happened to click on the map something that was going to put me in there. So, no food storage. Someone told me that, I believe it was also Dwayne, that food storage is causing me issues because they so desperately want to put the food in there for some reason. And I see my other party is in trouble. No food, that's okay. And have them go there, and let's check out what's happening over here. More swamp ninjas. Want these problems, I guess. I mean, they're just getting annihilated. Beep. Take off range, and I want you to go fight this dude over here. Just kidding. Our bull handled it. Got caught stealing. Screw this guy. How is it stealing? I found a way around it. Put this guy down. Alright, we're gonna keep it pushing. I guess, actually, let me loot these guys. These katanas are worth a little bit of money. Got caught stealing. Buddy, I'm not stealing. This is taking what's rightfully mine. We played for pink slips and you lost. Next time, don't attack me, and you won't lose your gear. I believe it is as simple as that, you know? Why overcomplicate things? I could load wall up with food. I actually think that that's a good idea. Here to trade. Give me all of those. Not happy with how much money I just spent on food, but what can you do? I didn't mean to pull streak off. I'll go back, not worried about it. We're gonna buy a backpack real quick, maybe a trader's backpack, and then I'm gonna get that food and I'm gonna run it to my people. What could go wrong? Famous last words, baby. Just get the trader backpack. No reason to try to get fancy on us. You piece of garbage. Alright, and then I don't know. Come out here, bro. Do this. Nope. do this. And then auto haul, and then wall. We're gonna go here. I don't think they can catch me. Maybe they can. Pia, this is dangerous for you. Alright, let's pull Beep out wide, put him back on ranged. Come on, Beep. Boom. Yeah. Y'all are messing with the wrong ones. I've been trying to tell you. I wish I could have double, man. Trade. And then we're gonna have Pia loot the rest. Just cause she's got more space. At what point, I wonder, should I actually look up? Man, y'all really want this smoke, don't y'all? For whatever reason that may be. Silver Shade is out of arrows. Yep. All good. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a little melee in. We're just beating the brakes off people. This is a good experience, though. Alright, so we'll let her get all of the loot. Where's Wall at? Oh, you just stopped. Okay. It's gone passive. Why are you so heavy? Because you have all this food on you. Shit. I didn't think about that. $15. Ooh. I feel like this is kind of risky now. I don't actually want you to do this. Well, I guess just go back on home. Wall will pick you up when we pick you up. Maybe you'll keep the food waiting for us. Alright, we got a lot of bodies to loot. Who do these people think they are? Because they're not them. Not anymore. I should be checking their armor. Got caught stealing. Whatever, dude. Shrike got knocked. We'll have Ruka pick up Shrike. And just continue to carry her even after she gets up. These are the same swamp ninjas, right? They should go down pretty quick. I like seeing all the green and no reds. Green numbers, that is. That means I'm getting the hits in and we ain't getting hit. Need you to stop picking that up, sir. Guess that's a lady. I don't know. I don't know. The non-gendered swamp ninjas. Who am I to assume in the year of 2025? Spade's such a creep. Like this. '80, '70, '80, 100. I like the 100% chest coverage. That just seems better than not 100% chest coverage. Let PL1v1. Alright. Let's move all this stuff on over to the pack animal. Okay, on to the next one. Plenty of weapons to sell. Of course, of course. I don't get the trading priority yet. Let's do this as well for these arrows, and then slap that tooth in there, and then we'll continue to go to the market. Hopefully we can sell at the market. Going to Katoon. Let's keep on pushing to the market, baby. Is this all of my people? I guess so. Alright. I don't know why they look thin. Guess because they were so bunched up. Looks like we're about to do some big swimming though. I discovered an outpost. Maybe we go to the outpost. Swamp raptor nest. Let's go to the outpost. Oh, whoops, 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 whoops. We got some straggler swimmers over there. There's the swamp raptor nest. Yeah, is that the outpost? It's gotta be, right? Yeah. It looks cool. Hope I can sell stuff there, buy some food. I know my people are getting hungry. I'm guessing it may just be a bar. Is that a good guess? Or it's an abandoned outpost? Oh, it's a swamp ninja base. Okay. I'm gonna exact some revenge on these bums. What do we got over here? Some red sabers. Oh, we're about to have a whole... I want the fight to be out here though, so my pack animals can be in it. Go ahead and just line them up for when they come out. The Silver Shade's fighting melee. Oh, stinks. Slow your roll. If they wanna funnel out into us, they can funnel out into us. Beep. Slow your roll. Oh shit. Oh shit. Where's the other body at? Am I? Wait, no, he's just right here. $173. Let's get after it, stinks. I'm misplaying this. I'm misplaying this bad. Man, please quit going inside. Stop. We gotta... Whatever. We're going in, guys. Wish me luck. They want to go in so bad, I can't stop them. Why don't you do something productive with your slow ass? Stink should be messing people up though with that katana. I got caught stealing. Unbelievable. This will be a good rest spot though. Who you chasing down, girl? Stop it. I got caught stealing. Okay, whatever. Shrike got knocked again. We're gonna go ahead and pick her up. Why are you stroking me? What? I'm a nervous stroker. What am I reading? Alright, we need to start dropping people's weapons. This guy got glitched into the wall. Well, that one katana I got is nuts, guys. That is fat. But we took them all down. I mean, we handled that pretty easily, if I do say so myself. And now to the victor goes the riches, guys. To the victor goes the spoils? What is it? Something like that. All the same thing. Tomato, tomato. It's pretty good too. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff. Even if we decide we can't use it all. Alright, so this is 0.98. What was this one? 0.9. This one's 0.98. Let's pause for a second. What is this one? Point 0.9, 0.81. So I got one at 0.9. Especially now that Silver Shade is fighting without. Silver Shade's fighting without his bow. 0.81. Here we go. Alright, now let's get everybody inside. Let's figure out. Let's do this. Beep is pretty badly injured. There's plenty of beds, might as well. Blend is hurt. Ruka's good. Kang's chest is hurt. Hammett's pretty good. Might as well. Definitely need to lay down. You need to lay down. Everybody else doing pretty good. So I'll let everybody else be on defense, and then we're looting it up. I don't know what we're looting, but we're looting it. Wait, what? Have a bunch of stuff underwater? Is that a glitch, or is that supposed to happen? That's interesting. I mean, I guess they're swamp ninjas. Bink. Yeah, also have this, right? 1.15. So this needs to go here. .98. Who was my Shrike? Yeah, let's do this. Actually, I don't know. I think I'll just choose to take that off at different times. Spade. Alright, we're gonna trade with Spade, and we're gonna put this turtleneck on her. $13.21, $10.16, but then chainmail, chainmail, chain shirt. Yeah, there it is. Get out of here, bums. You damn bums. Now, I guess one thing that I should do. Yeah, bang, right there. That's what I was thinking. Is make sure that one of them doesn't have a bounty. My brother right here has got a 20,000 bounty. Ooh, we're rich, guys. We are rich again. Maybe Stinks should first aid Shade. Was Shade one of the Simeon? Just so this person doesn't die, right? It's bad if they die. Alright, now let's... They ain't got shit. How do they not have anything? That's pretty disappointing. Alright. We're gonna have Pia go get all of this stuff. Oh, I can just grab it through the ground? How nice is that? Let me do like this then. Just kidding. Building material. Raw meat. Cactus. So I guess naturally they keep all of their stuff. Cactus doesn't really do nothing for me at the moment. Alright, let's round the 9 sleepers up. We're gonna wrap the episode up right here. Come on, Jimmy, you posing, boy. Pack beast on the outside. Spade in the middle per usual. No, I clicked the wrong one. There it is. The family photo. Boom! And that's gonna do it for episode 40, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good episode. That was a lot of fighting, and then we got to exact our revenge on some swamp ninjas that have tortured us earlier in the playthrough. We got a 20,000 cat bounty on our shoulder. Things are looking good for us. We're going to go to this market. I know that I can't go back to Shark because they don't have a jail, so we're probably going to go to Katoon. I may need to do a brief bit of research to make sure that I'm not going to get they're not going to try to jump me when I go to Katoon or something. Maybe y'all can let me know in the comments, is it safe to go to Katoon? Because that's going to be my next path. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize again for there being such a long delay between episodes. Those that have been following along, of course, that hasn't been the case. But, like I said, what can you do? At the end of the day, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you were excited for this episode and looking forward to it. If you did enjoy the episode, be sure to leave a like. We got a buddy in the back glitching. Yeah, whatever. He looks like a bum. And then, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I'm trying to get to 150 subscribers. Then next up, we're trying to tackle 200 subscribers. But all in all, thank you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.